Yes, when it comes to a fourth stimulus check specifically focused on the low income. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in this video. Let's get right into it. All right, this is a very important topic that we need to understand because I do know there are a lot of you right here in this community who are low income or fixed income beneficiaries receiving Social Security, retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, SSI, VA, RRB, low income, no income, seniors, older adults, people with disabilities, and of course, the elderly. Therefore, as I've always said, I am your one and only daily advocate, and I am very much dedicated to being here for you, right by your side, making sure that you're updated and understanding what is actually going on right now as things continue to change very, very rapidly. Well, in this video, we need to talk through all the important information as it pertains to a fourth stimulus check for the low income. So let's get into all the details. But really quickly before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video. I am your one and only daily advocate, as I just said, as I'm continuing to do the research all day, every single day, boiling it down into the shortest videos I can possibly produce right here on the channel so that you can stay updated with everything going on right now, as I truly want to help you out, get as much money, benefits, programs, and anything else you can possibly get right now during this very changing time, and as all of these programs continue to be introduced on a very regular basis. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, and let's get right into the video. All right, so now this is a very important topic. I do want to focus on the details of this one and let you know where we currently stand and what is going on here with all of these programs and where do we stand, what's going on with additional money for the low income and fixed income. All right, so as of recently, we've seen multiple different programs hitting the table in the form of ongoing monthly checks, a couple $100s a month. We've seen programs coming out for voucher programs, rebate programs, as well as other programs coming out talking about a one-time lump sum stimulus check. So where do we stand? Looks like a lot of things going on right now. Yeah, you're right. A lot of things are going on right now, and at any given point, something could be passed, and at any given point, nothing could be passed. That's the thing. That's why you got to continue watching all this stuff very, very closely, because it is changing what seems to be like on a daily basis, even a few times each and every day, which is why I'm here for you with all the updates. But anyway, here's where we stand as of right now. Now, I've seen down in the comments section many of you reaching out over the last several days and, of course, the last several weeks, reaching out wondering, okay, you've been talking about monthly checks. You've been talking about an ongoing monthly check or some type of raise to benefits or even things like a one-time lump sum check for the low income. So I've seen the questions coming out saying, what is low income? How do they determine what low income is? Okay, that's a really good question, which I do want to answer for you, but hang on just a second here. Now, I've seen other questions coming out saying, okay, low income, does that include fixed income beneficiaries? Does that include SSDI? Does that include Social Security retirement? Does that include VA? Does that include SSI? Now, of course, the questions are asked in a variety of different ways, but essentially this is what many people are asking down in the comments section. Does it include me, right? I think all of us are probably in the position now where we feel like we've been left out so many times with all of the different programs that have popped up. We feel like we've been left out so many times because it seems like Congress is constantly forgetting about us on every turn, right? So I totally get it. It's easy to feel that way these days where it's like, oh, great, they forgot about us once again. They don't care, right? Well, is that really the case? Well, honestly, I don't really know if it's the case or not. I would imagine, and part of me would hope and believe that maybe they actually do care, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to this, their policies and what they are actually passing. So I do want to talk through the details for you. So let's talk through this a little bit more deeply. All right, so first off, for those of you that are wondering, what is considered low income? That's a really good question. It's kind of like an ambiguous question, or more like an ambiguous answer. Here's the deal. Nobody really has a definition for low income. Depends who you ask. Some people in Congress defined low income as $75,000 a year. So let me ask you, do you think $75,000 a year is considered low income? I'm gonna be real with you. I don't typically like to throw my opinions into videos just because it doesn't really matter what my opinions are. But the fact of the matter is, I do not think $75,000 is a low income. That's actually above the median household income right now. So I would say 75 grand a year is a pretty good income, not low income. But again, Depends who you ask. Here on the channel, we've always been identifying low income as somebody with an income, whether the income is from fixed income or earned income, it simply doesn't matter. Income is income. Here on the channel, we've been advocating for $40,000 of income. Because to me, 40 grand a year it's really tough to live on. Anything below 40,000 a year is very, very tough to live on. And don't get me wrong, I get it. 50,000, 60,000, still very difficult. At the end of the day, 40,000, that's rough, right? Yeah, so a lot of fixed income beneficiaries are receiving far below $40,000 a year. That's kind of the baseline that I've been working with here on the channel as we've continued to reach out to Congress for additional stimulus checks and monthly payments and all of these ongoing payments, things like this that we've been talking about for a very long time. So that's kind of the baseline that we have here. But again, there's no real kind of like line in the sand, solid number to lean on when they say, what is low income? Good question. Depends who you ask. That's the best thing that we can say right now. So low income, here's what it matters. Doesn't really matter what I determine as the low income. However, it matters what Congress determines as low income, because at the end of the day, they're the ones with the pen. They're the ones with the printers and the typers and all the business right there where they can write up the legislation. They're the ones who have the final say, unfortunately. So, luckily for us, $75,000 is generally the line in the sand for an individual and $150,000 as a married couple where they determine low income. So, yeah, I think we got that one out of the way right now. At the end of the day, it matters what Congress thinks, and those are the thresholds that they have. All right, so now that we have that question out of the way, let's quickly talk about in the event of a fourth stimulus check. Now, I get it. Some of you have been reaching out saying, low income. Does that include fixed income? Does that include SSDI, SSI, survivors, retirees, all of these, VA beneficiaries? Does it include all of us? Again, good questions. Here's the thing. Income is income. Doesn't matter if your income comes from earned income. Doesn't matter if it comes from fixed income benefits. Doesn't matter if it comes from disability benefits or retirement benefits. Doesn't matter if it comes from VA benefits. It does not matter. Income is income. So whatever income would show up, at the end of the year that you would possibly report to the IRS on a tax return. Again, I know that a lot of people here in the community do not file tax returns because of being a non-filer, because of incomes, things like that. It, again, doesn't matter. Income is income. Whether it's from earned, from it's a job, from retirement benefits, or any of these other benefits, it simply does not matter. It's all about income at the end of the day. So when we determine would fixed income beneficiaries be eligible for a fourth stimulus check in the event that one is passed, then by all means the answer would be, yeah, of course it would be. Because once again, it would be based on income. Unless for some weird reason, you're getting a fixed income benefit that is over $75,000 a year as an individual, or if you're married and the two of you are getting over $150,000 a year from fixed income benefits. I don't even think that's possible. So regardless of benefits you're getting, even if you're getting the maximums, I honestly don't even think that's possible to get over the thresholds as a fixed income beneficiary. Otherwise, they would say no. The only exception to that would be Social Security retirees who have received your benefits at full retirement age. Then the income threshold is no threshold. You can earn as much as you want on Social Security retirement at your full retirement age. So that's the only group of people that may potentially be in jeopardy of not getting a check. But I'm guessing if you're receiving Social Security retirement benefits and you're maxing out your benefit and you're still working, earning that much money, I'm not really sure if you really care that much about a fourth stimulus check. You know what I mean? You're probably doing pretty well. And you're probably not even watching these videos if that is your case, right? So anybody within this category, which I'm guessing the number of people is so incredibly small that by all means, they're doing pretty great stuff, right? I mean, they're obviously making a ton of money, so they probably wouldn't even care about a $1,000 check. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, at the end of the day, it comes down to it's all about income, and it determines where your income sits within the thresholds that Congress lays out. Therefore, by default, like I just said, pretty much everybody who is a low income or fixed income beneficiary would pretty much be on the yes side of receiving a check in the event of a fourth stimulus check actually being approved and passed. So again, so that full disclaimer that we're all on the same page here, a fourth stimulus check has not been passed at this time. So as we do get more information on checks, whether it's a small check of $100, whether it's an ongoing monthly check of any amount, or whether it's any other type of payment, of course, I'll be right here for you, making sure that you understand what is going on, as things have been introduced a lot lately, and I want to make sure that we all understand what is actually going on right here, right now. So again, hope that one helps you out. I hope this answers the question for those of you down in the comments section. Thanks again for leaving your comments and your questions. Again, as I always say, leave your comments, questions, and feedback down below. I do my best to read as many as possible. Otherwise, make sure to subscribe down below as well. Totally free to do so, to be here, to watch the videos, to do everything right here on the channel. Totally 100% free. Always has been and always will be. So thanks again. I'm doing whatever I can to help you out during this time, to keep you updated, and to make sure that you know what is actually going on that's going to impact you in some way, shape, or form. So again, make sure to subscribe down below, share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other 2,500 videos right here on the channel. Thanks again. I appreciate it. Enjoy your day, and I'll catch you again later.